What's up, everybody? It's time for another update of my NES collection going on here. Since was probably middle of October, I updated and showed everybody my new collection. I have actually gotten quite a lot of goodies going on here since then. We'll be going through all that. What's the count right now? Maybe it's definitely over 150. I should have counted before I started filming, but I didn't. I actually kind of got to hurry up and make this a little bit snappy, so let's just go ahead and start. Up there's my black boxes. They're all the same. I think the only new 5-screw I have in there is Spelunker, which I got at the Connecticut convention, and the price is still on, I think, $5.19. But I wanted it because I saw it on the Gaming Historian's review of the U-Force and all of Broderbund's software, and I'm like, wow, that actually kind of looks Donkey Kong-like, so I got it, and yeah, it's a game and it's playable, but there certainly did end up being better things to play. I was just a little bit bummed that the guy can't really take a fall, like, but yeah, it's cool, and it's definitely Donkey Kong-like for what it was. But yeah, not much else has really changed. One thing I noticed when I was reviewing my last video was I didn't specify that I do have one card that does include a converter. It's Hogan's Alley. You know, the Japanese converter. Maybe you can tell from the teeth in there. But when I bought it on eBay, the photos showed that there is a converter inside, plus it is a little bit heavier than my other black boxes. So I am convinced there is a converter in there. So I have at least one. Yeah, I've been shuffling my case. It actually used to be over there, but I have my weight set over there right now. But let's just go back up here. Dr. Mario, Boy and His Blob, Clash at Demon Head, Adventure Island 2, which I have separated from Adventure Island 1 currently, but it's just in the box, in one of the boxes here. Super Pitfall, Faxanadu, Together Again, Batman Casino, the other black boxes that are 3-screw, Zelda, Olympus, Rambo, all three next together, all similar titles, similar playstyle titles. Solomon's Key, I don't know if I ever want to get its sister game Mighty Bomb Jack, to be honest, because that just kind of looks dumb in my opinion. Like, I don't like games where you can jump like that, like you have free reign of jumping, and the character just looks silly. Like, Solomon's Key is a lot better in my opinion. Kirby's, here we go. This is definitely something I couldn't brag about. I have all 3 Double Dragons now. Double Dragon 2, in fact, was one of the last ones I picked up from the local game store for $15. Picked it up on the common rack. It was probably there on the common rack. And I'm like, hey, I'll just get it since it's on the common rack. Because that's where I also got Cobra Triangle here. But, about 2 weeks I had gotten Double Dragon 3 for $20, so got all of them in one fell swoop within a month, just like the Castlevanias. Then there's my yellow Metroid, and there's my Cobra Triangle, which, you know, for a common title, and how much did I pay for it? $10, is actually kind of good. Huh. Go figure that a common title's good. RC Pro-Am, yep. They're both similar, driving and boat racing, isometric views, so they should be right next to each other in my opinion. Let's go down here. We're almost getting into some good stuff. There's my Star Tropics games and Star Wars, and my Shirazade, and Bugs Bunnies, and Bionic Commando 43, and my Capcoms have not really changed that much. I do have Destiny of an Emperor now, though. How much was that? $50. But yeah, I got it in the manuals, stack. Mickey Mouse Capade. I'll just have to go ahead and Die Schon und das Beist. This is amazing. Amazing that I have a European title, and I found it in Florida. It's PAL B. But I was in Daytona Beach, Florida, and I was just going through the glass case in the flea market game store, and I'm like, hey, can I see this one card here? I think that might be Beauty and the Beast. Like, I didn't know what language this was, but B-I-E-S-T was obviously beast in some European language, and the pink tonish just made me like, that's got to be Beauty and the Beast. And the guy pulled it up, and it was in fact Beauty and the Beast. And this was just amazing to me because I was showing my other cartridge up here, The Little Mermaid, to my sister just days ago, and I'm like, I have this in my NES collection, just playful conversation and stuff. And I'm like, there also exists a Beauty and the Beast. I wonder if I'll ever find that someday. And then, literally, 2 days later, I see it in the Daytona Beach flea market that I was at, and I was just shocked. And the price was $60, $60, 60. And there's other things that I wanted in the shop too that were on the pricier side, and I already had a budget. Like, I was expecting to pay $30 for Silver Surfer that day, which I don't have, but I knew at that time that shop had it. But I just had Beauty and the Beast sitting on that counter, waiting for me to decide for 5 minutes. I had to stinking get it. This was like, I don't remember, might have been probably around Halloween, a little bit after I did that last update, but it's definitely a crown jewel of my collection that I have Beauty and the Beast. And I actually took it to the Connecticut convention to trade it, which I thankfully didn't, because I would have ended up regretting that so much, because there was still a lot of cool things I got at that convention, and I'm about to show them to you right now. They're actually right next to the Beauty and the Beast, which I've been purposely keeping off frame, except for that one time, but you might have already seen them, except for the lousy Ninja Gaiden 3, but Sweet Home and Labyrinth. Yes, they're reproductions, but I don't really mind reproductions. Labyrinth is a pretty good game. I got it to show off to my sister as well, because she's a humongous Labyrinth fan, and since it never came out in the United States, we obviously would have never even heard of it. And we played through it one night, and it was kind of pretty good, enjoying the dance, magic dance, like in the garden maze. And then there's Sweet Home, which everybody knows is just a RPG that never made it because of how violent and gory it is, but I just need it in my collection. Let's put them back in. Of course, I have my Ninja Gaiden 2, which I only have because I do have Ninja Gaiden 1, but it's back in the Bahamas. Hopefully I can reunite them one day. Here's my Pokemon Arceus, which I got yesterday. But this isn't about that. Let's continue on further. Not Popeye. Paperboy, Yoshi's Cookie, Fester's, NES Open Golf, Zexus. What's that one? Adventures of Tom Sawyer, which is a convention pickup, which is a crappy common, but I personally needed it, so I did get it at the convention. And then there's my silver boxes, Mario's next to each other, Home Alone, and another convention pickup, and also another convention pickup, which I had to have picked up. I am kind of bummed because I wanted it to be the 25th anniversary of Mother, but it is just Earthbound, the vanilla prototype release. which is, I mean, it's not the prototype or a prototype, but it's a reproduction, obviously. But just need to have a Earthbound 0, 1 beginnings, whatever it's called, and yes, of course. I finally have it. Ever since I had Dragon Warrior for $5 in box, I had wanted a collecting goal of mine to get Dragon Warrior 2 in box, but the more time goes on, the less likely that's going to happen, so I can't do it, but I was quite happy to get Dragon Warrior 2. That goes into, back up here, I forgot to show this off because I got overshadowed by the Double Dragons, but I also have Vice Project Doom again. Yes, again, because I sold it a couple years ago, traded it for my boxed Kirby's Adventure. But those and Dragon Warrior 2 were essentially Christmas present buys because I was making a lot of money on last December of 2021 and was able to eBay splurge for them. Ninja Turtles, Ninja Turtles 3, still waiting for Ninja Turtles 2. Castlevanias. And I do have Contra, finally. The first Contra. I doubt I'll ever have Contra Force, but I can definitely get Super C eventually. And Bayou Billy, Jacqueline Goonies, and I want to wrap this video up real soon, so let's just browse through the remnants. This other box is all fully full. Just anything to highlight. Tiny Toons 1 and 2. It's hard to believe I have Tiny Toons 1 and 2 so early in my collection, even though both of them are particularly common. I do have this one, though, that's new, Guardian Legend. $25 since the last upload. Yeah, and that's pretty much the only new highlights. Oh, this bought at Connecticut Convention. Back to the Future 2 and 3 in box. Huge Back to the Future fan, huge, and that was definitely the first pickup at that convention. There it is right there, sitting with the rest of the AVGN. Except for, actually, that's not the AVGN box. Marble Madness? Karate Kid, yeah, well that is. But anyway, that is pretty much it for the new NES pickups. There is some new SNES pickups I got too, like Inspector Gadget and Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage. But I'm like I'll just briefly show the box, I guess. There's Bugs Bunny and Buster Bunny's Buster's Bust Loose. And my newest baby, basic, but basic collecting is my game, All-Stars Plus World. What a beauty. Anyway, that's it for my NES and SNES collecting for now. I don't know if you can cursorily see the rest of my pickups. Super Star Wars and Pilot Wings. Like I said, just basic stuff. Bubsy 2 I have. Anyway, guys, that will be it for tonight's video. We'll see you later.